Hi guys, welcome back. We're going to talk today about rational expressions and adding them. Rational expressions, remember, rational means things that can be written as a ratio, and a ratio we know are fractions, right? So this is going to be dealing with fractions where we have variables on the top and the bottom, okay? So if you're in my class, make sure you are writing these down. Guys, I'm on page 176, lesson 44, third edition, Algebra 1. Example number 1, we have 4 over 2x squared plus y minus 6ax over 2x squared plus y. Friendly reminder, guys, when we add fractions, plus 3/4, we need a common denominator, so we do 4/4, right? Which would equal 1. Same idea when we're dealing with these rational expressions. This, we need a common denominator. Fancy that, we have one. So what we can do upstairs is just go ahead and combine those two all with the same denominator, just like that. Where it gets tricky is when we have to come up with a common denominator. So we'll do that in just a second. Example number 2, we have, I'm gonna put this right here, 5 and a squared plus 7y minus 3a squared plus 7y plus z a squared plus 7y. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is that's a common denominator. We're going to do 5 minus 3, which is 2, plus z. There is our, that's our simplified version. I just paused it. What's up?
I was writing the dogs.
Okay.
Let's go.
Thanks. Oh, I totally didn't pause it. Thanks, guys. Just yelling at my husband. Whatever.
Hi, guys.
The example number 3. Let's see. Okay, I'm all looking at it now because I would hate to like record this whole thing and it accidentally be paused. Be like, gone. All right, 5x plus 7 over 5a squared x minus 3x minus 2. Guys, when you are dealing with fractions and you've got an addition or a subtraction, this, meaning in like as part of the fraction, throw some parentheses around that, and there is a method to my madness here. Because when we do this, we're gonna do 5x plus 7 minus 3x minus 2, right? All over 5a squared x. Now, if you take a look at this, this is a 1, right? We gotta distribute that 1, right? So what this is gonna be 5x, sorry about my squiggly writing, I got a little too excited. 5x plus 7. Now, -1 to 3 minus 3x, -1 to -2 gives me plus 2 over 5a squared x. Now, let's see what we can do to combine these guys. We got 5x and -3x, that gives me 2x. 7 and 2 gives me 9. Down below, I get 5a squared x. 5a squared x. Excellent, guys. So that would be, this is our simplified version, right? Simplifying that expression. Okay, so now we got to add some without like terms or like common denominators, one of those two. Okay, so this is going to be example number 4, guys. I tuck my legs under me while I sit here, so I just realized it looks like a Okay, example number 4. We have 3 over 4 plus 2 over b. Guys, you got to look at this, look at these denominators and ask yourself what's missing from each of them. Well, this one's missing a 4, this is missing a b. So what I'm going to do is multiply this by b over b, because what I do on the bottom, I have to do on top. Multiply this by 4 over 4, right? So I end up with 3b over 4b plus 2 times 4 is 8 over 4b. Well, we can simplify this even further. We can have 3b plus 8 over 4b, okay? Let's take a look at another one. Example 5, example number 5 here. 4 over b, I'm trying to write small now, plus 1 over c plus 1/2, okay? ask yourself what's missing from each of these. We need a B, a C, and a 2. So I have to multiply this guy by 2C. And what I do on the bottom, got to do on the top. This guy I have to multiply by 2B. 2B, 2B. This guy on the end I have to multiply by BC. BC. Because now upstairs, and remember I like to put my everything in alphabetical order. So 2 times 4 is 8 times C. Here I've got 2BC plus upstairs I have 1 times 2B, which gives me 2B. Downstairs I have 2BC plus upstairs 1 times BC over 2BC. Excellent. Okay, so we can combine these guys. We get 8C plus 2B plus BC. There is nothing we can combine there. There's nothing we can factor out of there. This is as good as it gets. All right, let's look at another example. Example 6. Example 6. I think I like my other whiteboards better. Stand by. This is when I should actually be pausing it. No, can't be bothered. Okay, so this is going to be example number 6. We're going to do this. This way I'm not off the screen. Okay, sorry, my friend. Okay, example 6. So this guy is going to be, there we go. I lost my place. 5 over x plus x over b plus a over c. All right, so what our common denominator has to have a b, a c, and an x. This guy is missing bc, so bc. This guy is missing cx, cx. This guy is missing xb, or bx. Let's say bx, bx. So we're going to do our multiplication now. We get 5bc over, because I'm multiplying all these guys, right? Over bcx plus cx squared, because there's 2 x's, right? X times x gives me x squared, over bcx, bcx, plus, because I'm taking this guy, bringing it down, a times b times x, abx, over bcx, b times c times x gives me all that. Now looking at these top bits, there's nothing that I can combine, so we're just going to do 5bc plus cx squared plus abx all over bcx, just like that. It may look a little bit different in the back of the book, or, well, this one's an example, but when you start to do the problems, it may look a little different in the back of the book, because these might be out of order, just like we've been doing all along. You may have to shuffle things around to make it look like what the answer is, or help your parents, if your parents are checking them, help them understand why those are different. Okay, so let's do example 7, one more. Example 7, oh, not one more, we got a couple more. C to the third plus 4c squared minus 6. Now, that minus 6, right away, I'm just going to put that over 1, because otherwise I'm going to confuse myself. Now, I have 3 c's and 2 c's. I have to have a maximum of 3 c's. So I don't need to multiply this by anything. But this guy over here, I need one more c here. So I'm going to multiply this by c, this by c. Right here, I'm going to multiply this by c to the third, c to the third. Okay? So now what I have is m c to the third plus 4 times c, 4c, over c to the third, because c squared times c to the 1 gives me c to the, oh, yeah, did I do that right? Yes, okay. Minus, right? 6c to the third over c to the third, right? So now what we have is m plus 4c minus 6c to the third all over c to the third. Friends, you may not do this. You cannot go and cancel those out. Do not do that. You have to factor out first. I can't factor anything out here, so those guys are going to remain the same. But that's the number one mistake that I see is kids just go wah, wah, and knock those off. You got to be multiplying, and we're not. We're subtracting, okay? So let's try some other examples. Let's try, we're going to skip 8 because that is more of the same. Example 9, unless you need me to do it, then ask me in class. A over c squared plus 3 over 4c to the third plus m 3c to the fourth. I keep losing my spot there. All right, so on the bottom, we have 4 and 3. This guy right here, we have 4 and 3, and then we have to have at least 4 C's because this one has 4 C's. This is missing both a 4 and a 3, right? So 4 times 3, plus there's only 2 C's here and we need 4. So C squared. What I do on the bottom, I gotta do on the top. So I advise that you leave lots of room when you're writing your problems down. I think that'll be helpful. For this guy here, I'm missing a 3, right? And one more C. 3 and C. Over here, I'm missing 4, and that's it. And 4. So what I do on the bottom, I gotta do on the top. Upstairs, I get, was that an A that I did? Yes, A. Okay, so I've got 12 AC squared, right? For that top bit up there. All over 12C to the 4th. 12C to the 4th, okay? Plus 3 times 3 is 9, and then times C over 12C to the 4th, because there's 3 times 4 is 12, C3, C1, C4. Plus M times 4, so 4M, over 12, because 3 times 4, C to the 4th. All right, so how can we simplify that? 12AC squared plus 9C plus 4M, all divided by 12C to the 4th, just like that. If you have any questions, let me know, but let's go ahead and do those practice problems that are about halfway down the page on page 179. 179, practice problem A. 4M minus 2 over 3M plus 2 plus 6M minus 4 over 3M plus 2, right? Okay, so these guys are all going to be over 3M plus 2. We're going to take all this garbage, add it to all this garbage, okay? Since this is not a subtraction that we need to distribute out, we can just write it down like this. We don't have to use the parentheses. It's saving you an extra step. Minus 4, like that, okay? Now what we can do is 4M and 6M gives me 10M, negative 2, negative 4 is negative 6 over 3M plus 2. Make sure I got everything right. Yep, okay. Let's see. So that was A. Let's look at B. So for B, we have 9 over xy 3 plus M minus 7AP over xy 3 plus M. So what we end up having is 9 minus, and I don't need to use parentheses here because there's no addition or subtraction up here, right? Because I'm not going to be distributing this to anything. 7AP, just like that, okay? Over xy3 plus M. There is your final answer. All right, so for C, x over M to the 3rd plus 1C to the 3rd plus A over M to the 4th. All right, so what we're missing here, so we need to have 4 M's, because that's the most that we have, and then 3 C's. So over here, we have C3M, because that's missing an M, right? So C3M. Here, I need 4 M's, so M to the 4th, M to the 4th. Over here, I need C3. So let's make sure we did this right. Upstairs here, I'm gonna put it in alphabetical order. C3MX. Downstairs, I'm gonna have C3M to the 4th plus 1 times 4 gives, oh no, that's M to the 4th, right? M to the 4th, yeah. See, this is why you gotta be diligent about how you write things. So it's just M to the 4th, because it's 1 times all that, over C3M to the 4th, plus upstairs I have a C3 over C3M to the 4th. Phew, did it correctly. So this expression we're gonna have on the bottom, C3M to the 4th. Upstairs, we're gonna have C3MX plus M to the 4th plus AC3. Just like that, you are good to go. All right, let's do D. We have MP squared plus 3P to the 3rd minus 4. I'm gonna throw it over 1 just to make life easier. So I need at least 3 P's for this guy. Because there's 3 here, 2 here, none here, so I gotta have at least 3. So I'm gonna multiply this by P over P. So that'll give me P3 on the bottom. This I don't have to do anything with, yay! This I have to multiply by P3, P3. So upstairs I have MP over P3 plus 3 over P3 minus 4P3 over P3, okay? Now what I have is MP plus 3 minus 4P3 over P3. That is your simplified expression, my friends. All right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, stay tuned and I will go over lesson 45. Thanks, guys.